Cooler behind the front. In the morning it'll be nice, but tomorrow afternoon we're likely to be back up into the low 80s. So not much of a front, but the effects of the front were pretty noticeable today. 89 degrees, the current temperature out there. We'll talk about how low the temperatures will go and talk about a couple of more cold fronts that will do the right kind of change in our temperature coming up in First Warning Weather.
Controversial voter ID bill is causing quite a stir at the Texas House floor today. The move would require voters in Texas to present a photo ID at the polls before casting their ballots. Republicans say it would prevent voter fraud. Democrats say it would discourage some voters from heading out to the polls. KXAN political reporter Josh Hinkle has been following this legislation from the very first day of Session 11. And Josh, under the bill, if a voter can't afford a photo ID, then the state would provide them a free one, right?
That's right, Robert, and that's why Democrats actually left the chamber today for an impromptu press conference. They say it costs $16 for the state to make any kind of ID, even if it's free. And they say if voters know that there is a free ID possibility, then they might try to take advantage of the system. Now, Democrats also say, looking at the number of IDs the state's issued in the last 2 years, it could cost Texas $14 million for all of those free IDs. This while the state is looking at a $27 billion shortfall over the next 2 years. The Department of Public Safety would have to foot the bill for those free IDs with money the Democrats say is normally used to pay back the bonds for transportation and highway projects.
They have to give away free IDs, but the way they've set it up in the bill is going to cost the Texas Mobility Fund $14 million over the next biennium, okay? That is a violation of the Texas Constitution.
I have no idea. I mean, the first time I saw it was today. What we've been told was $2 million, so I don't know where that number came from.
Now, that $2 million that the Republicans are talking about is not state money, according to them. They say it would actually come from federal grants, but it would be used for implementation costs and education and training, not the free IDs. Democrats have offered several amendments and points of order in an effort to stall the bill like they did in the last session, but with a GOP supermajority, it is expected to pass with a vote tonight and eventually become law here in Texas.